You shouldn't, if you're a young man who's starting out in life, you shouldn't date a single mother. I've said that many a times, and let me explain why. Like, I have a young family member, just graduated high school, and he loved music. He got a job at Fender Guitars, and he was going to go to Boston, I believe, and learn how to make guitars and be like a manufacturer of guitars, like a craftsman, because he loved fucking music and he loved guitars, and that was his dream. And I was so proud of him that he was going to do this. And about a month before he was supposed to go to Boston, he fell in love with a young woman who had a kid. He said that he was going to quit his dream and raise this kid.
Welcome back to the channel. This is the link UG, and before we go back to the streets, this video is going to be about men sharing their thoughts on dating single mothers. How do they feel dating single mothers? What's the stereotype? What's their reaction? What's their take? And we are going to be having 2 episodes of these videos. So we are going to have a street cast where we go to the streets and ask people. But before we do that, let's first see what do the other men say about it, and feel free to join the chat in the comment section. Ladies,
and I go, what
see
the
what you
are
feel
you
about
doing? This isn't your
views.
kid, man. Do not do this. Your dream, your whole life is in front of you. Everything you've been talking about since you were 11 is right there in front of you. You're going to give it up to be a father to a kid that's not even yours? Are you stupid? Don't do this. No, I'm in love. I know I'm doing the right thing. I'm going to be a male role model to this kid. I'm like, no, you just started dating her. You're doing this all wrong. Don't be an idiot. I tried to talk him out of it for a few months. Ultimately, he chose not to go. And guess what? 8 years later, she fucked him over. Now he can't even see this kid that he grew attached to and loved. They never got married, but he lost all rights, and he went into this depression, downward spiral, and his life never recovered.
Single moms are the most unwanted people on the planet. Did that make you mad? All right, I say that not to really make you mad, kinda, but it's true. And for me personally, I actually feel bad for some of these single moms, especially the single moms that have multiple children. Like, they're kind of putting a rock between a rock and a hard place. I mean, we get into relationships and we marry somebody expecting it to be a lifetime, right? We never really get into a marriage thinking it's going to go down the road of divorce. So a lot of these people have multiple children, 1, 2, 3 kids. And then something happens, one person or the other cheats, or somebody becomes unhappy, which I think that's a dumb excuse either way, but they end up getting a divorce. And now the mom is left as a single mom with 3 kids. And most guys today, because of the stigma, because most guys, honestly, and yes, I am speaking for most guys, because most guys do believe this, most single guys who don't have kids don't want, and even some guys that do have kids don't want a single mom. And it's not because they're not beautiful. It's not because they're not good people. It's just because now you're dealing with more than one person. Not only are you dealing with the mom, but you're dealing with, in a lot of cases, the baby daddy at the same time, or possibly multiple baby daddies. That is so much added drama and stress. On top of the fact that now you're stepping into a couple of kids' life that if you guys end up getting married, now you're also somewhat responsible for those children. And let's be honest, some people just aren't cut out to be parents. So the world kind of sucks right now when it comes to this. When it comes to dating, single moms have it rough. Guys have it rough. You got a bunch of single moms out there who they just want to be loved and they want their kids loved, and there's nothing wrong with that. But then you also have the single women who don't have kids, who are just completely and utterly brainwashed to thinking that everything in the world revolves around them, and that they should be super selfish and not care what anybody else thinks, or not care about what their potential partner thinks or what their potential partner wants. It's just all about them. So the guys can't even date them because nobody wants to deal with somebody that selfish. And then these women also have to deal with guys who are also selfish. And the guys have the same brainwashed mentality, thinking, well, it's all about me, and I don't want to put up with some woman. I care more about my peace than anything. Yeah, we get it, dude. But don't y'all understand that love is a choice? Like, it's not a feeling. Everybody's out here chasing emotions. Why? Stop chasing emotions. Like, yeah, of course, we're trying to meet somebody and have those feelings of, attraction, and not just physically, but emotionally and all that. But then after that, once you find that, love is a choice. We're so fucked. Our world is so fucked. Like, this is bad.
If you want to marry a single mother, get ready for this hell or for this problem. Problem number one, when you marry her, she will not be willing to give birth to, for you a child as quick as possible. She will be hesitant and reluctant. You can even stay for 2 years or 3 years. Why? She's still testing the water. She doesn't trust you, and she's also testing the water in that she's waiting for the ex. If the ex can call in due time to call for reconciliation. So she's testing the water from the both end. I know you think it's fear. No. Somebody told me, the motivational speakers will tell you she's waiting for you to heal. You will never heal that woman. Number two, the moment you will get your own children with her, that's when you will realize that you don't love that child. And you will always have that dilemma, that state of choosing between what and who. And because we want to convince the society that you love them both, you will always pretend. Therefore, your love for that child will always be fake. And it is at mental torture. Number three, you will never freely be able to punish that child whenever she does a mistake. Because the society will always misinterpret discipline to hatred. They will always see when you are punishing that child, they will not see the mistake that she has done. They will only see you the hatred that you have against her. Number three, you will always have a problem with inheritance. Remember, once you have taken her, that child will be part of your inheritance. And remember, that child will get double portion. She will get from you the inheritance and also from the father. Let nobody deceive you that these people, they broke. Let me tell you. I know she has told you that way. Do not believe that thing. If there are people that lies under this sun, single mother are liars. Because a single mother, once she has been broken-hearted, she now develop a mindset that does not exist on this world. She has the mindset that is tripartite. The tripartite in responsibility. Number one, as a victim of breakup. Number two, as a mother and also as a father. A woman who no woman can carry such kind of mindset. So when she has this mindset, she will use that to destroy you. There are many men today, they married single mother. And when they married a single mother, their children, when these children grew up and they became successful, that marriage broke. And the mother went with the child. What will you do to her? Will you claim that child? No. And sadly, your children might not have succeeded just like her. Like hers. Number two, and this one is the most shocking. A single mother will love the child she came with more than the child she gave birth with you. She always. So, get ready for that. This woman will always become a thief. Whenever you leave her in the shop, she will be stealing money secretly to support her child. Whether the child is living with you or whether the child she left the child at home. And if she left at home, it is more dangerous than when she's having them with you here. Therefore, men, rise your class. Listen, a man has been used for decades, and these women don't want to appreciate a man. And because a man has been used because of stupidity and foolishness and ignorance, I'm here to shed light on men. Men, do not marry a single mother. Listen, I know some of you are now dating her right now. And as long as you are dating a single mother, just know you'll marry her. Because these people, she will humble, she will be doing everything to make sure that your affairs are well met, and she will fake how she loves you. But remember, a single mother is never in your life because of your love. She's there because of the children. Of her children, not yours, her children. That is the reality that society will never tell you. Even your church will not tell you that.
Don't ever be scared to date a single mom. These women are super moms. They will change your life. You do not understand what a single mom can do for you if you are just patient. You have to understand that if you're dating a single mom, you have to be patient because she's dealing with the kids, the school, the homework, the dinners, the lunch, the breakfast, taking time out of her day to go to work as well and come back and make sure those kids are fed and they're also showered and they finish with their homework. Those women only get a little bit of time to text you and call you. They can't be on their phone 24/7, so just be patient. But I promise you, if that single mom sees how much of an effort and how much patience you had for her, she will change your life. Single moms will listen, they will nurture, they will provide, they will spoil you if you're just patient with her. Don't rush her, and don't be mad at her because she's not always on her phone. Just be patient with her, because I'm telling you right now, she will change your life. And they do have the best snacks in the pantry and the fridge, and the Capri Suns and Oreos. Do not hate on those. Even though they're the kids, they're still yours, if you're lucky.
We have to help a guy that's in serious trouble.
I'm 30 years old. I'm in a relationship with a single mom, married to her.
Do you have any kids with her?
1,
And she brought how many to the table?
3, from 2 different fathers.
Oh man. What's the problem right now in this marriage?
Lots of stuff. I just have felt like disrespected, like a second priority, and also like I've been taken advantage of. I helped her start a business because she was working for someone else. Her kids don't have a lot of respect for me. My last job, I had to wake up at 6 in the morning, and kids were like not respecting that. She's also 12 years older than me.
Oh dude, this is some fucking bullshit you're telling me. As I talk about in the chapter about single moms is they want you to have the parenting responsibility but without the authority. If you want to deal with the exit planning, shoot me an email and I'll work something out for you.
Dating a single mother is a mistake. Dating a single mother is a mistake. Now, you have a right to date any woman that you want. And if you choose to date a single mother, that's your choice. And you should be ready for the consequences. It's a choice, but it's a terrible choice. It's the worst choice you could ever make for yourself as a man. You ignored thousands of single women, eligible single women, good single women, bright, beautiful, brilliant single women, peaceful single women. You ignored them all, thousands of them. And you chose a single mother, that this is the one you want to have a relationship with. There's something terribly wrong with your head. There's something wrong. You ignored good women, high value women, women who would bring you value. You ignored them all. And you decided it's a single mother that you want. It's a single mother. A single mother that is bearing the burden of children of another man, bearing the burden of a relationship with her ex, bearing the burden of financial problems and challenges. You ignored good women who have their own money, their own life, women with a brilliant mind, women who are at peace with themselves. You ignored them all and you chose a single mother. There is something terribly wrong with your mind, with your thinking. There's something wrong with you and you need help. You need help desperately. And like I said, you have a choice to date anybody that you like. You have that right. It's your right. It's your right to ruin your life. You have that right. So I'm not saying you shouldn't do it. I'm just saying you're making a terrible mistake. And it has consequences. The mistake you're making now by dating a single mother, it has terrible consequences, and you will pay for it. You pay for it dearly. You pay for it with tears, bitter tears. Men, protect yourselves. You'll be fine. You'll be fine. Dating a single mother is a mistake. Dating a single mother is a mistake. Now, you have a right to date any woman that you want. And if you choose to date a single mother, that's your choice. And you should be ready for the consequences. It's a choice, but it's a terrible choice. It's the worst choice you could ever make for yourself as a man. You ignored thousands of single women, eligible single women, good single women, bright, beautiful, brilliant single women, peaceful single women. You ignored them all, thousands of them. And you chose a single mother, that this is the one you want to have a relationship with. There's something terribly wrong with your head. There's something wrong. You ignored good women, high value women, women who would bring you value. You ignored them all. And you decided it's a single mother that you want. It's a single mother. A single mother that is bearing the burden of children of another man, bearing the burden of a relationship with her ex, bearing the burden of financial problems and challenges. You ignored good women who have their own money, their own life, women with a brilliant mind, women who are at peace with themselves. You ignored them all and you chose a single mother. There is something terribly wrong with your mind, with your thinking. There's something wrong with you and you need help. You need help desperately. And like I said, you have a choice to date anybody that you like. You have that right. It's your right. It's your right to ruin your life. You have that right. So I'm not saying you shouldn't do it. I'm just saying you're making a terrible mistake, and it has consequences. The mistake you're making now by dating a single mother, it has terrible consequences, and you will pay for it. You pay for it dearly. You pay for it with tears, bitter tears. Men, protect yourselves. You'll be fine. You'll be fine.
Real men don't marry single moms. How do y'all feel about that statement? Like, seriously, because I have over 100 men in my comments right now claiming that real men do not marry single moms, and I gotta say, I'm not a big fan of that, all right? Because the reality is that if that's your definition of a real man, that he doesn't marry a single mom because they have a child, then either you need to change your definition or I do not give a crap about being a real man. That's all there is to it. Some of the strongest families that I've ever seen were actually built when somebody stepped in and then stepped up. All right, they didn't realize, oh, I can't handle this situation, I'm not strong enough, and run away. Instead, they stayed and they worked through it, and they have some of the best families that I've seen. Loving and marrying a single mom isn't a weakness, bro. All right, in my opinion, loving a single mom is a sign of character. It's a sign of commitment. It's a sign of maturity. It's a sign of something that a real man does. But bro, if you want to hold the view that marrying a single mom or loving a single mom makes you not a real man, you're absolutely entitled to have that perspective. But I want to give you my perspective real quick before we bail. And my perspective is simple. I'm not going to tell you where you can find a real man or where you can find an example of a real man. I'm just going to start you out by telling you where you cannot find a real man. And it's going to be the one looking back at you in the mirror every morning when you're shaving, because there ain't one there. That's just my personal opinion on it. So dudes, hit me up in the comments, blow me up saying I ain't a real man, whatever. I don't care. Your definition is weak. Period. End of story.
I don't understand why men don't want to be with single moms. What is wrong with being with a single mom? Just because she has a kid, you guys can't be with her? Like, what's wrong with that? I'll tell you what's wrong. I would not be with a woman with a kid. And you want to know why? Because at the end of the day, I don't want to have no problems with another guy. If I am going to be with you, there shouldn't be another guy in the picture. There are some women that for some reason, when they have a kid with somebody else and they try to get into a new relationship, they still try to talk to the guy, the baby daddy, and try to still work things out. She will cheat on you and leave you for the guy that she had a kid with. Now, let's say she doesn't have feelings for him and this guy is a crazy you are always gonna have to deal with some fucking problem of a guy. Do you really want to deal with that? No. I've seen a girl that had to go through that shit. Her baby daddy is a crazy because he doesn't want her to be with another guy, but yet he could be with other women. The out of here.
Would you date a girl with kids right now?
Man, listen up. I would never take a woman with kids even serious.
Exactly.
Let alone let alone like woman. I wouldn't take her on a date. Oh, no, take her to the crib. Now, especially got 2 or 3, that mean that she good now.
Yeah.
If she got about 2 or especially 3, that got a different type of incubator in there.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be some good but that's it, baby. You know what's going on. Especially like me.
Yeah.
Like, baby, it's already out there. So nah, I can't take you serious, but I can take you to the room and get serious in that.
So basically, if you meet a girl and she got 2, 3 kids and she trying to settle down, it's over with.
It's over with. She stopped embarrassing herself. Look at me, look at my caliber of life, look at my statistical categories in all of them. Check them all out.
And you think we finna be at Chuck E. Cheese?
You think I'm finna be at Chuck E. Cheese with you? You think I'm finna be goddamn teaching little JoJo how to jab fake left and go right?
So you think I'm finna be stabbed in?
Right, I can't do that. Unless she bad, I will finagle her. I would take the little to the park a few times, take them to Chuck E. Cheese 2 or 3 times.
But would you walk her though?
No, that's what I'm saying. After I that, then it's the it's already over with.
Yeah.
Oh, little
so basically you telling ladies they definitely need to be, if they don't got kids, they definitely need to be careful about having kids before because this is the thing, this is what blows me about girls. It'd be a bad female.
Yeah.
Bad. I'm talking about, you like, wow. And she'll be like, oh, I got a kid.
5 points off.
Is she a single mother? That's a red flag. Sorry, guys. I don't know why any man would date a woman or take a woman seriously who already has a kid with somebody else. Like, it's not my job to look after another man's killer. The caveat is you don't also have kids. I actually think that's the one situation that works is single mothers should be pairing up with single fathers, in my opinion, because that actually can work. A dude with no kids shouldn't be checking up with a woman who has kids already if he actually gives a shit about having a family, because he doesn't care about his own genetic legacy, obviously, because he's raising another man's kids.
This is a very important message to all of you guys who think that stepping up and taking care of another man's child, doing his job, being a dad to the kids who are not yours, that single mother will appreciate you, that she will love you, that she will give you more than she gave her baby daddy. Let me hurt you with the truth. You are dead wrong. See, when you date a single mother, what you're basically telling yourself, what you're basically telling the entire world is that you're a loser, that you cannot get a woman who is pure, that you cannot father and start your own lineage. So many stepdads, I guarantee you are not a free man. When you step up to the plate and take care of another man's seed simply because you want to be with their mother, in so many occasions, that child will never respect you. I have seen situations like that where you think that the kids are fun and everything, and the single mom, that she's going to love and value you. No, she's not. She is going to have you do more than the baby daddy with no possible compensation. Her expectations from you are going to be very high because in her mind, she's feeling that she gave her all to a loser, to a man who couldn't give her anything, which is her baby daddy. So the next guy or the guys that she's going to date or take things seriously with, she has to make him do everything that her baby daddy couldn't do for her. She has to make him go through thick and thin just to make sure that she doesn't lose one more time. She has to make him pay for the sins of another man. Most of the time, single mothers are not looking for love. They are simply looking for a guy who will step up and take full responsibility of herself and her kids for free. Every single mother says this, that she's dating with a purpose. And we all know the purpose, guys. I've had a conversation with a single mother who told me that she can never date a man who cannot give her more than her ex gave her. Most single mothers are not looking for love. They are looking for help. They are not looking to actually desire you and give you the attention that you want. It's all going to be transactional. Majority of single mothers are only looking for a guy who is going to finance her and her children's lifestyle. And here is the truth. Majority of the times, children from single mothers are very misbehaved. They have all these issues. And then when you step into the picture, she expects you to deal with it, to be Mr. Fixer. She expects you to do the almost impossible. When you're with a single mother, the biggest issue you're going to have is number one, not being appreciated. And above all, you cannot discipline those kids. You cannot be a true father to those kids. No matter what you do, those kids are going to get approval from their mom before they can listen to you. And you know one thing, after you've taken responsibility for those kids for years, that child will still go out to find his real dad because they missed their bond. Even though the real dad might be irresponsible and nowhere to be compared to you, they will travel the world to find him because he's their true blood, the man who actually fathered them. So if you think that she's going to value you, that she's going to love you, that she's going to appreciate you because you're doing what other men wouldn't want to do, because you're spending money to take care of her kids, because you're loving her, because you're spending time to play with the kids, you're wasting your time, brother. Sometimes starting afresh is better than continuing from where someone else discontinued that you don't know. Single mothers are looking for a guy that they will hook onto. That is why they are hopping from guy to guy, because in the actual sense, no man truly wants to be with a single mother. I'm not saying that all single mothers are this way, but majority of them, this is the reality about them. There is a lot of women out there who doesn't have kids from other men. Get some game, get some confidence and go deal with these women, because single moms are not easy. It's going to be easy for them, but it's not going to be easy for you. She will always have one foot in and one foot outside the door because secretly, she still desires her baby daddy. And I guarantee you that most of the times when her baby daddy finally shows up and comes back into the picture, she's going to leave you and go with him because she has more bond with him than you. They have a family together. You are just a stranger. Start being with other women who don't have children, especially if you don't have one. Most single mothers are bitter. They are carrying a baggage already. Not just the children, but they are carrying emotional baggage. They've been abused and used by so many different men. They are baby daddies. They are exes. And now they are going to come into your life and bring all those trash to you and then expect you to fix it.
Because when you date a single mom, you take on the baggage that she brings to the relationship. The ex-boyfriend, the ex-husband. You're never number one on the list. You're always at the bottom of the totem pole behind the kid, the ex-husband, the ex-boyfriend, the father of my son. I love that phrase. The father of my daughter, the father of my son. And you are down there somewhere at the bottom.
Okay, now let's get Jim. What do you think about
Hang on,
this?
like you're holding
Jim,
me
what do you
back.
think? You agree? Do you disagree? What do you think?
Hello, Tom.
Hello.
I agree with absolutely everything you've said about single moms, and from long experience.
All right, let's
everything
go to
you say is absolutely
Jamie's
true.
on the phone.
You slept with them and made a child with them. It's your judgment that had those dads getting into that position in the first place. All these women complaining about deadbeat dads. Why did you make kids with these guys, for God's sake? A caller called my show one day and said that he was paying child support for a child that wasn't his. I said, how do you know? Did you take a DNA test? He says, no, I know for a fact I'm not the father. I started dating this woman. She already had the kid. And when we split up, the judge came to me and said, well, you bonded with the kid. You were there for Christmas and Thanksgiving and birthdays and what have you. So now you have to pay child support. So any guy in Washington State currently dating a single mom could end up paying child support for some other guy's kids.
So
it's
aren't
not
there
fair.
other ways to try to change this law instead of discouraging these women from, you know, being able to date?
I'm not discouraging women from
You're
dating.
discouraging the men from dating the
I'm
women.
discouraging men from dating women.